The new iPad Pro is coming very, very soon. But how soon? Are the new iPads actually coming next week on March 26th? Or is this all just a lie? In this video, I'm going to be talking about when we can really expect it, and also just touch on a few more leaks that have recently come out. So yesterday, we all heard a rumor suggesting that the new iPads are coming out like really soon. I'm talking within the next few days. According to some leakers on Weibo, it was actually looking like the new iPads were set to be announced on March 26th. And then they were going to be released roughly around 7 days after that, which is what Apple typically does. Now, while a lot of us, including myself, are really anticipating these new iPads and just waiting for them to drop, it doesn't seem like they will be dropping on March 26th as these rumors suggested. According to reliable leaker Mark Gurman, Apple is not planning to announce it on the 26th, and these rumors are simply not true. So that kind of sucks. Again, we've been waiting for these for a while and we're kind of anticipating the release date, but it's not coming out on March 26th. And the main reason that Mark Gurman says is because of a software issue. These things are actually ready to go, but because of iOS 17.4, which is what they are supposed to be releasing with, the release of that software has been delayed until the end of March, meaning that those iPads, the first wave of them, are not going to get that software until roughly 2 weeks later. So it is kind of causing a holdup, but again, these iPads apparently are ready to go and are nearing release soon. But it isn't all sad news. It really does look like these are coming very, very soon. According to Instant Digital, the iPad Airs have already been shipping from China to the USA and sellers like Apple and other retailers. So it does look like they're really close. Now, if you want a more firm timeline, I think everybody can agree that they will be released in April. Even Mark Gurman himself is claiming that the iPad Pros will be released towards the end of April, and I'm talking like roughly the last 2 weeks of April. Personally, I do think that it is more likely to happen in April, most likely in a press release. So now that we got the date out of the way, let's kind of talk about the specs and leaks surrounding the new iPad Pro. So we all know by now that the new iPad Pro will come in 2 sizes, and one of them will be a new 13-inch. The design of this Pro has been roughly the same since 2018 and is due for a modernization, although I think that they all look pretty good. Now, a new rumor is actually claiming that the new iPad Pros will have a thinner bezel on both models. The bezels will surround an OLED display, which is a first for iPads, and this is in contrast to mini LED, which we found on the previous iPads. Personally, I do like OLED better than mini LED just because you get those true deeper blacks on an OLED display, and content in general just looks a lot better in OLED. Not only will the bezels be a little bit slimmer, but the iPad itself will be a bit slimmer as well. For comparison's sake, you should know that the new iPads will come in at 5.1 millimeters thick compared to 5.9 millimeters on the current 11-inch Pro. Now, in terms of power, the new iPad Pros are set to have the M3 chip, which makes a lot of sense. It won't have the M2 of the current lineup. I think Apple will stick that into the iPad Airs so that people can differentiate the Air lineup and the Pro lineup. So the new M3 chip will be crazy powerful for this iPad, allow people to find it a lot easier to edit 4K videos in Final Cut Pro, for example, or edit your graphic design, or a lot of things that people that have an intensive workflow would like to do on an iPad. And yeah, you could game with it as well. Now let's talk about the price. 2 rumors surrounding the price, and we don't really know which one is true. I'm leaning towards the latter one, which I'll get to in a second. But according to the latest leakers, because of the new display, because of the new chip and all the new specs, we're gonna expect a price increase. I think all rumors are stating that there will be an increase of the price. How much is up for debate. So on one hand, they're saying that the new 11-inch will come out for around $1,500, and the 13-inch will come out starting at around $1,800 for the base model. I think that is mad steep, especially someone like me that lives in Canada. You can expect it to be at least $2,000 plus in Canada, so that kind of sucks for me. But other sources have rebuffed this claim, stating that it'll be a bit more friendly to our pockets, with the 11-inch starting at $959 USD and the 13-inch coming in at $1,259. Anyways, if I was to make a wish list, I definitely want an OLED display. I want that M3 chip, and if we're going extreme with it, I want an SD card slot to be fit in there somehow. I don't know, maybe Apple could figure out the design. I'm not Johnny Ive, but if they could fit that in, that'd be amazing. What do you want on the new M3 iPad Pro? Let me know down below in the comments, and while you're there, make sure to give the video a thumbs up and subscribe. Stay tuned for a lot of more Apple leaks coming soon, and I'll see you in the next one. Peace.